spoke last game about your frustrations with kind of how the team approached the start of games and then after conceding. What was different tonight? What you guys work on to make tonight different?
Just a reaction I think we've talked about in the locker room. We said excuse me, at halftime that we thought we played a pretty good half, but we needed to come out with a little bit of fire in the second half, and we didn't. And then I think that goal kind of woke us up a little bit, and then we knew we needed to respond. We didn't want to go to penalties. I think we need to win these games outright. We probably see it as you need at least 7 or 8 points to get through, so getting that extra point and not going to PKs was huge for us. So, I was happy with the response. That's a little bit more like it. I would still love a bit more possession in the second half, but way to battle back and get a win.
What is it about this tournament?
I don't know. We love it. It's real. It brings out I did an interview in Spanish. The word I used was picante. It's a different spice to it than normal. It feels like something's on the line every single time, and those are the games that you love playing as a player. So I think it's that. It's just that something's on the line every time, and that's what this group loves.
Does the crowd have anything to do with it? Just how many fans of the opposing teams come out?
Yeah, I mean, we love all the fans that were behind our goal. I think they got pretty loud there as well, which was cool to see. But yeah, I think it adds a little bit extra spice. It feels like a proper football match where there's away fans and they get into it as well. And I think the part I liked was our fans were copying some of their chants or getting back at their players after we scored the goals and using what their fans were doing against us. So it's a proper football match and it's fun to play in.
First start in the double pivot this year with Ollie. How good was it to reignite that chemistry from last year?
Yeah, it was amazing. I love playing with him. He's easy to play alongside. I feel like we have a good connection. This game was a bit different. Like for me, especially in the first half, it felt like everybody was so spread apart, and that's kind of what Mexican teams do to you. They use the whole field, and normally we're such a tight group that we have so many combination plays close, and this game didn't really feel like it as much. We tried to play through each other a little bit, but it wasn't as much as we would like. But obviously, I feel like we have a good connection and we do well together, and hopefully it leads to a lot more wins.
Well, some of the Santos players said that they would love to see this tournament when they played in Mexico. What are your thoughts about that?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it in terms of crowds. I haven't really thought about it too much just because, we come to play and it's our job to just play in what's set up. But it might be a little tough with the food poisoning down there and stuff like that. I mean, every time we go down there, we get food poisoning. I know there's a few other teams that get it, so maybe if they fix that, then we could go down.
Cool. There's a lot of good duos in the league. Hoffa and Drury, because sometimes when you fly up there, what is it about their partnership that makes them so special and makes them work so well for his team?
For me, I think having Rafa as a defending nine, we've talked about it before, but he's one of the best defensive nines in the league. And then Georgie, I think, we've seen such a good reaction from him in the second part of the season. He was obviously our main man in the start of the season, and he was scoring a lot of goals. But he's really started to work for the team in a different way than I've seen before. And even during the match, at the start of the second half, a few of us were saying, no, you need to get tighter. Their six were starting to get a little bit of space, and we called him out on it. And then after that, those two, combined for goals. Georgie starts the first one, Georgie assists the second one, and Rafa gets both. So they're huge for us. They get goals when we need them, and they win games for us, so it's very important to have them.
Well, things get out of hand at the end of there.
Yeah, they're a different group. I mean, it's the spice. The Mexican teams have a little bit of flair about them. I don't really know what they were on about with a lot of the stuff. They were a little over the top, but it made the game interesting.
How about Chris hyping up the crowd like a WWE wrestler?
I love it. I mean, he's it's a type of coach you want to play for, and I loved his reaction because I don't really think he insinuated too much to get them to come over in the first place. But after they started it, he was like, all right, I'll give a little bit back. So I love it as a player.
The disallowed goal, was that a header you practice often?
Off the back, no, not quite. But a lot of my teammates give me a little bit of crap for I'm normally the near post run and flicking it, and I end up using a few different body parts, and they all laugh about it. I've scored a few with my shoulder, head into my shoulder, so that was off the back. So me and Keegs were having a good laugh at that one. But yeah, it was unfortunate that it didn't come.
Cole, these last two Leagues Cup runs, this team's dropped the opener, kind of put themselves in a hole in the group phase or phase one, whatever it might be. What's different about this team this year, your posturing heading into this tournament?
More experience. I think we've been through a lot these last 2 years. It's it shapes your team, and we've been in these situations before. We've went down against teams. We've scored a lot of late goals against these sides from Liga MX, and we kind of know how to play against them now. We don't love going to preseason down there, but I think it has helped us a lot in knowing the style of play that they're going to play and being able to battle against it. So we feel like we're in a good spot, and we know with this format where only 4 teams are getting through, it's really important to get off to a good start, because if you lose this one, you're probably not going through.
2 more. Acevedo was organized chaos in goal. Is there something that Sharpie saw that was like, hey, Georgie, try some Olympicos and see what happens?
Yeah, it was a design play that Sharpie had. Was put it on target and try to cause chaos from. We didn't scout him too much before him as a keeper, but it was more just our design set plays that we felt like we could expose him at the near post. And if Georgie whips it in hard, even if he mishits it, we have a lot of guys in that area to put it in. So we created a few chances off of that, and I kind of liked it. For me, it was something different, and earlier in the season, it kind of wasn't working on set pieces for a while, and I've loved that Sharpie's changed it up a bit. He's kept thinking, he's kept working, and that's what makes him a good set piece coach, is he keeps trying new things, and now we're starting to see those goals come from that.
Have you seen Cruz's new scoreline, and are you surprised by it?
Yeah, very. It's we wasn't expecting it. Watching them versus Vancouver in the CONCACAF final, they were a very impressive team, and to see Seattle do that was very impressive. I think it's not good for us, to be honest. We were hoping Cruz Azul could win that one, but yeah, credit to Seattle. We'll have to watch that one since we play Azul soon, but yeah, it was quite surprising.